Dear students, welcome to another video tutorial on programming concept using C. And today's topic is function in C programming. Okay. So before starting about the function, I want to introduce myself. Myself, Niladri Shekhar Paul. I am working as an assistant professor at Computer Science and Engineering Department at Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management. The college is under JIS Group Educational Initiative, and the college is situated at Baruipur. So what is function? A function is basically a group of statements that together perform a task. In C, we can divide a large program into the basic building blocks known as function. The function basically contains the set of programming statements enclosed by second bracket. A function can be called multiple times to provide reusability and modularity to the C program. In other words, we can say that the collection of functions creates a program. Okay. The function is also known as procedure or subroutine. Okay. In other programming languages. Every C program has at least one function, which is the main function, and all the most trivial programs can define additional functions. We can divide up our code into separate functions. How we will divide up our code among different functions is up to us, but logically the division is such that each function performs a specific task. Okay. Basically, a function declaration tells the compiler about the function's name, return type, and parameters. A function definition provides the actual body of the function. Now, what are the advantages of function? Number one, by using function, we can avoid rewriting same logic or code again and again in a program. We can call C function any number of times in a program and from any place in a program. We can track a large C program easily when it is divided into multiple functions. Reusability is the main achievement of C functions. Okay. However, function calling is always an overhead in a C program. Now, what are the aspects of functions in C? There are basically three aspects of a C function. Okay. Number one is function declaration. Okay. So, what is function declaration? Basically, a function must be declared, okay, globally in a C program to tell the compiler about the function name, function parameters, and return types. A function declaration tells the compiler about a function name and how to call the function. The actual body of the function can be defined separately. Okay. And function declaration is required when we define a function in one source file and we call that function in another file. Okay. In such case, we should declare the function at the top of the file, calling the function. Now, what is called function call? Function can be called from anywhere in the program. The parameter list must not differ in function calling and function declaration. We must pass the same number of functions as it declared in the function declaration. While creating a C function, we have to give a definition of what the function has to do. To use a function, we will have to call the functions to perform the defined task. When a program calls a function, the program basically control is transferred to the called function. Okay, a called function performs a defined task, and when its return statement is executed or when its function ending closing bracket is reached, it returns the program control back to the main program. Okay. To call a function, we simply need to pass the required parameters along with the function name, and if the function returns a value, then we can store the returned value. Okay. Next, what is function definition? It basically contains the actual arguments which are to be executed. Okay. It is the most important aspect to which the control comes when the function is called. Here we must notice that only one value can be returned from the function. Okay. Now function argument is also a important aspect. Okay. If a function is to use arguments, it must declare variables that accept the values of the arguments. These variables are called the formal parameters of the function. Formal parameters behave like other local variables inside the function and are created upon entry into the function and destroyed upon exit. Okay. So this is the syntax of function declaration, function call and function definition. Okay. So as you can see that in case of function declaration we have the return type and then the function name, and after that the argument list or parameter list. Okay. In case of function call, we need not require the return type as we have already defined or declared the function. Okay. And the last one is the function definition. In case of function definition, we can see that there is a return type, there is the function name, and also the argument list. And after that, the definition of the function or body of the function. Okay, which basically define the function. And this is the syntax of the function. Okay, as you can see, this is the return type, then function name. Okay, within the first bracket there are the parameters. Okay, and after that within the bracket code to be executed. Okay, that means the body of the function. Okay, so basically we have two types of function. One is library function and another one is user defined function. So what is library function? Those functions which are already been defined in this within the C compiler is called the library function, like printf, scanf, getch, clrscr. Okay, these are all library functions. Okay, and user defined functions are those functions which will be or which are created by the user according to their requirement. Okay. So library functions are the functions which are declared in the C header files. So as I have told that like scanf, printf, these are the library functions. Okay, these functions are basically defined or already stored within the header files. Okay, and user defined functions are the functions which are created by the C programmer so that he or she can use it many times. Okay, and it also reduces the complexity of a big program and optimizes the code. Now, return value in C. A C function may or may not return a value from the function. If it do not have to return any value from the function, okay, we will use void for the return type. Okay, so if a function does not return any value, it will just print something. Okay, then the return type of that particular function will be void. So this is an example, okay, without return value. Okay, as you can see that void hello, we have just printed a line. Okay, that is why the hello function is void, because we didn't return any function value. Okay, if we want to return any value from the function, we need to use any data type such as int, long, and character, etc. It depends on which type of data we want to return. Okay, suppose we want to return integer data. Okay, then if we want to return integer data, then we will write int hello. Okay, so the return type basically depends on the value to be returned from the function. Okay, so here you can see that int get return 10. Here the get function return a value and the type of that value is integer type. Okay, so that is why the return type used in the get function before the get function is int. Okay, so in the above example we have to return 10 as a value, so the return type is int. If we want to return floating type values, okay, we need to use float as a return type of the method. Okay, so here we have used float. Okay, because here the function get return the float value. Now, what are the aspects of function calling? A function may or may not accept any argument. Okay, it basically depends on the function. It may or may not return any value. Okay, so there is a provision that a function can return some value or it will not return some value. It will just only print any value. Okay, based on these facts, there are basically four aspects of function calls. Number one is function without arguments and without return value. The next one is function without arguments and with return values. Third one is function with arguments and without return value. And next one is function with arguments with return value. Okay. So now we'll do a C program. Okay, where a function without argument and there will be a return value. Okay, so let's do the C program. So this is our C editor. Okay, I'll first go to file, new, source file. Okay, so first we'll take the header files. This is hash include stdr.h. Okay, the next one is hash include kanaya.h. Okay, so these are the header files stdia.h and kanaya.h. Okay, stdia.h is standard input output and kanaya.h is console input output. Okay, so basically we use header files because all the library functions are stored within this header files. Next we will take our main function. Okay, so before using the main function, okay, I will just want to take the function name. Okay, I want to declare the function name. Okay, So this is the main function. Okay. So within the main function, printf, suppose hello. Okay. So now we'll call the print function. Okay. So there is a print function. Okay. So in the main function we have a printf statement and we call the print function. Okay. This is basically function declaration. This is function calling, and now we will do the function declaration, sorry, definition. We will now define the function print. Okay. Suppose it's welcome. Okay. So this is the definition of print function. Okay. So it's just what is the function of print. The function of print is to print welcome. Okay. So let's save the program first. Func1.c. Now we'll execute it. Okay. So as you can see that first hello has been printed and then welcome. Okay. So always remember that only the main int main, okay, only the codes that are within the main function that will be only executed. Okay. So here what is within main? There is a printf statement. Okay, hello, and after that is the print function. Okay. So when this print function will be encountered, it will come here. Okay, and it will print this line. Okay. So this is hello and this is welcome. Okay. So these two will be executed. Okay. So let's do another program. Okay. So our next program is another C program. Okay, which have a function and which does not have any argument and which has a return type. Okay. So in our previous program there was no return type. Okay. But in this program, okay, we do not have any argument. Okay, but with return value. Okay. So let's do the program. So first we will take the hash include header files. Okay. Next we'll take another header file. Okay. Next we'll take the main function. Okay. So before main function I want to declare my function. Okay. Suppose function has a return type is int and the function name is suppose sum. Okay, so this is the function declaration. Function declaration. Okay, so this is the main function. Okay, so int result is a variable. So next is a printf statement. Okay. So we'll calculate here a sum. Okay, we'll calculate sum. Okay, now is the result variable equals to sum function. Okay, so what the sum function will return, that will be stored within the result variable. Okay, so after that we will print the value. Okay, of result. Okay, so after that we will print the value of the result variable. Okay, so this is the complete of main function. Okay, so outside the main function we will define the sum function. Okay, we will define here the sum function. So basically we will add two numbers. Okay, so two variables are required. Okay, so the printf slash n, enter two numbers. Okay, enter two numbers. So scanf percentage d, percentage d. Okay, so comma ampersand a, comma ampersand b. Okay, okay. So this is the summation. Now we'll return the summation of these two numbers. Okay, so what will return? We will return a plus b. Okay, so that value will be returned here and it will be stored at the result. Okay, and after that it will be printed. Okay, so let's save the program first. Now I will execute it, compile and run. Okay, so enter two number, one is 5, one is 6. So the answer is 11. Okay, so this was the program. Okay, so now we'll do another C program. It will basically function with argument and without return value. Okay, so here is there is an argument. Okay, but there is no return values. Okay, so we'll do this program now. So this is our C editor. Okay, so hash include stdio.h. Okay, hash include kanayo.h. Next int main is the main function. Okay, so before main function we will declare our user defined function. This is void sum. Okay, so sum has no return type but has parameter. Okay, so this is how we will declare, write down the arguments. Right? Okay. This is how we write down the arguments. Okay. But it does not have any return values. Okay. We only defined here the type of the arguments. Okay. So within main, we will take the variables in a comma b comma result. Okay. Next printf slash n, enter two numbers. Okay. So scanf within double quotation percentage d percentage d. Okay. Comma ampersand a comma ampersand b. Okay. So this is the scanf statement. Next we will call the function, that is sum within bracket a comma b. Okay. So we have called the function. This is function calling. Okay. This is function calling. Now we define the function. This is int a comma int b. Okay. So here printf, or I will take a variable int result. Okay. And result equals to a plus b. Okay. And here we will take the printf. So the result is first. So the result is percentage d comma result. Okay. So now let's save the program and execute it. So two numbers is suppose 4 and 5. So as you can see, the result is 9 here. Okay. So this was the program of function call. Okay. Now we'll do another C program. Okay. Here function with argument and with return values. Okay. So here with argument and with return value. Okay, we'll use it. Okay. So let's do the program. So let's do the program. First we'll take the header files stdio.h. Next one is hash include kanaya.h. Okay. Next name. So before that we will declare the function. Okay. So here is the return type of the function. And these are the parameters. Okay. Both are integer type. Next we will take the variables int a, b, comma result. So within the printf scanf percentage d percentage d, okay, so comma ampersand in ampersand b. Next, result equals to sum within bracket a comma b, and after that we will print the value of the result. Okay, so print it slashing the answer is percentage comma result. Okay. Now our main function has been completed. Okay, so we'll now define so we'll just return the value of a plus b. Okay, so let's save the program, and after that I will compile and execute. So enter the numbers 4 and 5 and the answer is 9. Okay, so this was the program of another program of function calling. Okay, so students, this was the different types of function callings with arguments and return types. Okay, so hope you have understood. In our next tutorial we will do more programs on function. Okay, how to call function using address, okay, and many other things. Okay? How to write complex programs using function. Okay, hope you have understood it. If you have any doubt, any query, you can write on the comment section, or if you like my videos you can subscribe to my channel, or you can visit www.facebook.com/digitalclassroom and like my page. Okay, so students, thank you for now. See you in the next video tutorial. Stay safe, stay at home.